Hi guys, welcome to another video. This is the first video I've made in probably like a year or so. And don't worry, there are more coming. I know I always say that, but this time I have nothing else to do for the next several months, so I'm gonna be making more videos. And so bear with me on that. There's gonna be another voice trolling video coming up soon, but I felt like it was important that I make this video because the elections are tomorrow, and I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I'm just going to tell you who I voted for and what I think is stupid about our mentality when it comes to this. First of all, I posted on Facebook who I voted for, and it's Jill Stein. Now, you don't have to agree with my political views. You don't have to. You can be a Trump supporter. I still love you. You can be a Hillary supporter. I still love you. You can be a Gary Johnson supporter. I still love you. But what bothers me is when I shared who I voted for on Facebook, and I left it open for discussion. I said, I would not be criticizing anybody's viewpoints, but if anybody wants to share who they voted for, please, I want to know who they did. And if you guys want to in the comments below, share it in the comments below. Try to be productive. Don't be bashing anybody, but anyways, so somebody who I've known for several years decided to comment on because my candidate was a third-party candidate. And true, in the history of our constitution, in the history of America, we've never had a third-party candidate win the election. Very true. However, I felt it was stupid, the mentality that we have about them, and that's why I wanted to make this video. A friend of mine had commented on it saying that, first of all, she was voting for Trump, and that, in her opinion, there are only two candidates, and any other vote is a waste of a vote for a third-party candidate. She was saying that my third-party candidate vote was a waste of a vote. And I hear that a lot. I hear that for every time somebody's voting for a third-party candidate, they say that's a waste of a vote, or it's a spoiler candidate, or things like that. I'm going to debunk this right now, okay? This is the first thing. I can debunk that it's a waste of a vote in one sentence. And I would hope that in our country that anybody would agree with this. So long as it's still a democracy, there is no such thing as a waste of a vote. All right? It's not. Now, the next thing I'm going to say in a second is going to debunk that. It's going to be against that. So let's say hypothetically that there was such a thing as a waste of a vote. We're going to go into that in a second. But before I do, I believe a vote is for whoever you think is going to do the best job. So a waste of a vote doesn't make sense because I voted for who I think, who in my opinion would do the best. How is that a waste? All right. Now, this person also said that she was voting for Trump and lesser of two evils. Doesn't matter what you think on that. The point is, the way that she phrased that was really, really backwards. Because she said that she was voting for Trump because he's the lesser of two evils. That's not a reason to vote for Trump. I hear it all the time. People say, I'm voting for Trump because Hillary is a crook. I'm voting for Hillary because Trump is a racist. That's not a reason to vote for somebody. It's a reason to vote against somebody else. That doesn't make sense. So if you're not voting for somebody because you think that they can do a good job, then isn't that a waste of a vote? Hypothetically speaking, if a waste of a vote did exist, wouldn't that be it? So already, that's my 2 cents on that. Now, they've also been called spoiler candidates. Spoiler candidates, okay? And that is just, by far, one of the stupidest things I've heard in any election. A spoiler candidate? What it essentially is saying is that if Hillary Clinton became president, that these third-party candidates are spoilers because people who could have voted for Trump voted for them. No. If I wanted to vote for Trump, I would have fucking voted for Trump. Same goes for Hillary, mind you. This is non-biased. I think both of them are idiots, personally. Which is why I decided, surprise, surprise, I didn't want to vote for them. Which, that's how it should be. If I don't think either of them are fit to run the country, then maybe I don't vote for them. I don't know why people think that it's a spoiler candidate, because it doesn't make sense. They did not take any votes away from Hillary or Trump, and they do not take any votes away from Hillary or Trump. Why? Because if somebody wanted to vote for Trump or somebody wanted to vote for Hillary, they would have voted for them. A spoiler candidate, a third-party candidate just gives them more options. Who wants to be limited to 2 options? You know, we've got so many restaurants around here. What if you could only choose from 2 and both of them sucked? Like, why would you just be like, oh, well, going over to Applebee's is a spoiler for people because, you know, it was a choice between Taco Bell and freaking McDonald's. That's not at all my viewpoints on restaurants, by the way. At all. I'm just kind of giving an example. You know what I mean? It's just stupid. It's a really weird mentality that we have when it comes to these candidates. So if you're voting tomorrow, and I suggest you do, I am somebody who really feels like our opinions should be heard, no matter who you're voting for. Vote. And I've heard so many, I've seen videos of YouTubers who say, get out there and vote. You know, if you don't want a racist president, get out there and vote. Motherfucker, just tell them to vote. Don't try to lean them one way or the other. I know you're trying to be funny, but our election process with the presidential candidates is not really a laughing matter, considering that these 2 are the candidates. All right? Don't try to lean them one way or another. I don't care who you're voting for, right? I'm not going to persuade you one way or the other on who to vote for, and neither should fucking anybody. You can say your opinions on it. Like, I'm saying my opinions on it. I think that Jill Stein is the least stupid out of all of them, in my opinion. Like, I can go on and on about Jill Stein and why I think that she would be a good candidate, why she'd be a good president. And those videos are good. Those videos talking about political viewpoints are good. But trying to tell people to go out there and vote just as a blanket term, which is what it should be, and then narrowing it down by basically being like go out there and vote for whoever, but it's got you need to vote for Hillary. Don't fucking do that. Just go out there and vote, guys. Go out there and vote. If you want your country to be great, again, blanket term, not particularly to any specific candidate. If you're wanting your country to be great, if you're wanting the best candidate, then choose the best candidate. Choose who you want. Don't let people use these tactics to manipulate your vote. It's really stupid how people, and it's such a simple thing to debunk. Spoiler candidates and a waste of a vote. It's such a simple thing to debunk. And yet these terms have been floating around for so many years. And treating third-party candidates like it's not possible. The reason why it's not possible for a third-party candidate to win is fucking because everybody thinks it's not possible for a third-party candidate to win. You know what a third-party candidate has to do to win? Get enough votes. You know what saying it's a waste of a vote does? Makes them not get enough votes. You see how this works? It's a system that is set up to basically throw those people down and build up the 2 candidates who are Republican and Democratic, and yet neither of them, in my opinion, are good for this country. And I think that most people agree with that. I feel like that's a popular opinion, is that both of them are idiots, but one of them's the lesser of 2 evils. No. You should not vote for somebody based on that. And if you're not positive who you're voting for, then look up some third-party candidates. If you want to vote for Hillary or Trump, let me be clear here again, because I'm trying to be as clear as possible. If you're wanting to vote for Hillary or Trump, do it. Do it. Vote for them. You want to vote for Trump? Do it. Vote for Trump. Awesome. He needs your votes. Vote for Hillary? Awesome. Vote for her. She needs your votes. They're very freaking neck and neck. But if you think that, if you have the mentality of somebody being the lesser of 2 evils, then maybe look into third-party candidates as a possibility. If you're already decided, vote for who you're decided on. But if you're not decided and you don't like either of them, and you then look into third-party candidates. Look into them. Because the only reason why they won't become president is if they don't get enough votes. All right. So if you don't want this country run by one of these two, then let your voice be heard. Vote, guys. It's that simple. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching me rant. This is the first video I've ever done ranting. So if you want to see more like this, be sure to leave a comment below, like the video, and who knows, I'll maybe do a few more rant videos like this. I've been wanting to talk about things like FouseyTube and freaking Joey Salads and all this kind of shit for a long time, for a very long time. But haven't gotten around to it. So, and keep in mind, I'm planning on uploading at least 2 videos before Christmas, before the end of the year, that are voice trolling related videos. So I'll tell you right now, just so to keep you guys on board, Rick from Rick and Morty playing video games, that's going to be one of the voices I'm going to do next. And then the Grinch for Christmas. So if you're interested in those, check those out. And also for the people still waiting on Bill Cipher, especially some people who are on my channel right now are people that I played games with as Bill Cipher, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be uploading the video soon. I didn't get enough footage, so I need to record yet again for like the 8th time footage for this. So I'm halfway through it. I'm halfway done with the next Bill Cipher video. It's just I'm wanting to keep my creative juices flowing and to do Rick from Rick and Morty and the Grinch and things like that. So anyways, I've rambled on long enough at the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and good night, everybody. You wanna break the glass ceiling, Hillary, I sense it.